How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button. That way you guys do not miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. You guys can, of course, also find me on Discord at 6957, the Texas Man. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about a movie on Netflix called Extinction. And we're going to answer the question, is this a good sci-fi movie? Is it a good sci-fi drama movie? If you guys don't have it on Netflix, you guys can also find this on DVD and Blu-ray via third-party sources. So keep that in mind. If you guys don't have Netflix, you guys can find it that way. The film is about an hour and 35 minutes long, and it asks the audience a really interesting question as to who is the villain when it comes to humanity versus AI. So I will be talking spoilers because there are a lot of big plot twists that happen towards the end of this film. So if you guys haven't seen the movie in its entirety, I would highly encourage you guys to go check out the film. I will be talking spoilers. Now, if you don't care about spoilers and you've already seen the movie, there you go. Spoiler warning. 3, 2, 1. So the plot focuses on a man with dreams of this coming alien invasion, and then one day the invasion ends up happening. And he ends up being forced to protect his family and keep them all alive and try to survive this extinction level event because apparently this is happening all around the globe on Earth. The film offers a lot of cool ideas to the sci-fi genre. Unfortunately, they get really lost in a very complicated plot and the pacing's very terrible. Like I said, this movie is about 90 minutes long, and I feel like if the film was about 2.5 hours or even 3 hours long, then the ideas of the film could have been fleshed out a lot more, and this B- movie could have been an A+ film easily. There's so much that happens within the first 2/3 of this movie, and when it gets to the finale act, you're just like, that's it? Like, the ending teases future films. The ending teases a sequel, which was supposed to come out in 2022, and at the time of recording this video, it's early 2023, and we haven't had it yet. And I'm just like, I mean, I get the negative reception towards this movie, but I really hate it when films tease a sequel, and just because it gets bad rep, it just doesn't ever end up being made. Like, if you know for a fact your movie's not going to do well, which I think they kind of knew this film wasn't going to do as well as they hoped, that you shouldn't have your ending tease a sequel. It should have concluded it in some sort of way where, just in case a sequel doesn't get made, it doesn't hurt the ending of the original film. And we've had plenty of movies where there's a film where it has a decent enough satisfying conclusion to the original film, but a sequel gets made because it is so popular, and you could watch the sequel and still enjoy the ending of the first movie. This film does the complete opposite. I'm going to get into a lot of critiquing in here, so bear with me. The children characters in this movie constantly are making stupid decisions, dumb decisions, and it leads to a lot of unnecessary character deaths, or it is done to give the audience members these creepy and spooky moments or tension-filled moments, and I hate that when that happens in sci-fi movies and action films, and it's just like, can you write a kid that's not such an irritating distraction on screen? It's not difficult. Treat the 10-year-old like they actually have a brain. Treat the 10-year-old like a 10-year-old that realizes they're in a life and death situation, and quit causing all these stupidity things to happen on screen just to pad out your runtime. Royally annoying. The alien soldiers are actually difficult to kill and to wound and injure. I thought the alien revenge subplot was kind of boring and predictable. I also find it weird how the aliens that are invading Earth that are wanting revenge, they have this technology where they can track their stolen gun, but they don't have technology to track the humans that are on Earth. The humans that are on Earth. I just don't understand that type of technology. Yeah, there's a lot of stupid things that happen in the first two-thirds of the movie. And there's a lot more that I thought was really stupid for the first two-thirds of the movie. But because the film has good acting, great action sequences, and good twists. Like, there are so many twists towards the finale act of this movie that it's like, it makes all my questions that I had written down of how dumb this movie is completely be demolished. Like, there was one I was like, at the beginning, I'm like, why is the world, are these aliens attacking Earth using normal bullets? Like, they're literally using bullets, they're just using missiles. Like, why don't these aliens have laser technology? And it did not occur to me. They did a great job keeping this a secret. And it didn't occur to me, and this is what kind of makes this movie special, is you rewatch it and you understand it more, is that the aliens that are attacking Earth, they're not alien. The aliens that are invading Earth are actually humans. Because 50 years ago, humanity got kicked off of Earth, sent to colonies on Mars, because humanity created synthetic AI, and humanity tried to wipe them out. They lost the war, and the synthetic AI won and took over Earth. So the humans that we think during the beginning portion of the film are human, they're synthetic AI, and the aliens that are attacking Earth are actually human. So I thought that was a really cool twist that I didn't see coming. I do find it interesting, though, that the humans created these artificial synthetic AIs without any like safeguards or laws. They created them. That's one thing I do like about iRobot, is like at least there was some like boundaries, there were some rules, there were some restrictions on what the synthetic AIs could do, what the robots could not and could not do. This film just makes it where humanity is complete utter idiot. And they're just like, we're going to create these robots and hope all goes well. And it's like, why would you think that when these AI are just designed to do whatever they want to? No, duh, they want to live in freedom. And we come to realize that all they wanted to do was live in freedom and peace. And that the synthetic AIs, they just want to live in harmony with humanity. But humanity is so close-minded that they want to wipe out their own creation because they're taking away their jobs, they're too human looking, they're going to cause a problem for humanity in the future, and so humanity tries to wipe them out. Well, humanity loses. I think they watched too much Terminator when they wrote the script for this movie. But I will say, I found the final act of this movie enjoyable, and it answers a lot of your questions. If you have a lot of questions for the first two-thirds of this movie and you're scratching your head and you're like, I am so confused, I am so lost, I don't understand what's going on, I will say that the final 20-30 minutes of the movie will answer at least 95% of your questions. There's still questions that don't get answered, and I feel like those questions that aren't answered were meant for the future films in this franchise, which I would like to see. I would like to see where these characters go, where the world building goes, where do all these plot lines go, and who ends up winning? Do the humans win? Do the synthetic AIs win? Do they wipe each other out, or is there a peace agreement finally? Do they live in harmony? Because the humans just want to wipe out the robots, but some of the humans that are attacking the synthetic AI realize, hey, you're not all that dangerous. You just want to live in humanity. And, it was my grandparents that wanted to wipe you out. I don't. I didn't sign up to kill kids and families, and you guys are just chilling here, and we just came knocking back down on our doorstep and started wiping you out. Sorry. So I'm kind of curious how they would, end this franchise that's begun. And I think Extinction from 2018 has the groundwork to be a great film franchise, whether that's a trilogy or 2 movies or 5 movies or a saga, whatever. I feel like there could be a lot of potential here for growth into a new sci-fi thing. And it's just sad that 5 years after this movie has come out, at the time of recording this video, that we haven't heard a word about anything else. And I feel like this film got a lot of bad rep when it came out. And, some of it's understandable, but I think this film got bashed way too hard. Like, I have seen a lot worse movies than this, and I think that people just hated on this movie because it's just kind of generic, which for me, I sometimes generic is okay. There are things, like I said, the pacing's really off. There's a lot that happens and that is crammed. There's a lot that's just crammed into this 90-minute runtime. So obviously there's room for improvement, but people I have heard and seen reviews have given them this ones, twos, and threes, and I'm like, I don't think this movie is that bad. Like, I have seen a lot worse movies that I can give one, twos, and threes to, but Extinction from 2018, whether you watch this on Netflix or you buy this physically on DVD or Blu-ray, I think it's still a good watch, especially if you're a sci-fi fan. If you're a sci-fi fan, you're going to love this, just like me. If you're really not into sci-fi, you're not into dramas, you're probably not going to enjoy this as much. So just fair warning. But overall, I think it's a great movie, and I would highly encourage you guys to check it out. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. I will see you guys all in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.